Hey everybody, Steven here, and we are back for part 4 of building a mega city in No Man's Sky here. So, I am not on one of the floating islands. I'm at my kind of main area here. Got a little creature in here, so I have been doing some of the missions to get some of the, what is it, silver coin or whatever it is that you can buy some of the cool stuff. I hope they keep adding stuff, by the way, because these small additions that I have so far have just added another layer of gameplay that's really, really good. So there was a storm, so I just wanted to do some stuff in here. I started adding a bunch of lights. And got a bunch up here. A couple things I noticed in here though, certain positions, if I go there, it actually, is it right here? If it's storming, it'll actually come through the building. There you go, if you can hear that. So I noticed that, and then I actually hit a snag here where I've built too many lights. So if we go over to decorations, you go to lights, right there, base not uploadable. I have 3053 out of 3000, although it says available to build unlimited. And that's for all light structures here. So I unfortunately can't upload this space anymore. We're going to keep pushing forward, but if anybody wanted to visit it, unfortunately it'll just be an old version of it. I did write the dev team about potentially increasing it as just a suggestion. I don't know if they'll do anything, but I don't know. Hopefully, we'll see. But that's an awesome view right there. Alright, so what we're doing today, I have some buildings that I want to fill out over here, just to kind of fill out the cityscape. Actually might start down here. One of the big things is I noticed from the island it just needs a little something still. It's definitely way bigger, but just still needs something. So we're gonna cut ahead, and I should have some stuff built out over here. Alright, so we got a little something made. We got another building tower here. And then with this, I kind of branched a hotel off of it, so didn't know what I was initially going to do. So just kind of went this way with it, and made a couple things in here. Oh. So I haven't really put a ton, but I've built out a little bit. So we got the bed here, so it's almost like a hostel. Come in here, you got the bed, and then I'll just put kind of common area stuff in here. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, they add more stuff to the game over time. And another thing too, these green lights don't work. Like, they just haven't this whole time. I thought they did for a second, but they do not, so I have to fix that. I might put another exit to that, by the way, so I don't have to run through that whole thing every single time. But building out the bottom of it too, I did make it so this is kind of open. Maybe some shady stuff happens down here. I don't know. Underneath looks pretty cool though. So we got a little bit going. Still more to do. Let's go ahead and jump ahead. Alright, so this happened somewhere else. I thought it was just in my head, but the planet is just randomly generating new trees again. And one of them is... This is the second time this has happened, but it popped up in a walkway. So I actually have to mine these. We'll have to see how often this happens with this. I don't know. But let's go up to the floating island here, because we're going to get a lookout. I did build one... No, I built 2 more towers. Nothing fancy with them. But had those. I don't think I covered this in the other video, by the way. I tried to create a teleporter here to go from there to there to make it quicker. Didn't work. And actually, let's go ahead and cut ahead now, because I want this weather to clear up before I show anything. Actually, we'll showcase at least this. I thought this looked pretty cool. It's still storming, but just the haze on everything looks cool. Sun is rising. So I have the 2 towers over here. So this one right here in the middle I've already had, but this one with the dome on top and the other one with the glass dome on top, those 2 are new. This guy is new. That's looking pretty crazy. It's filling out now. Get a couple more over here. I need to come back over here, build a couple more as well. And I think we'll have ourselves a good start. And we still have these 3 ships just circling around. Alright. Well, you get at least the gist. So let's cut ahead again. I'm actually just gonna focus on building some more out on these 2 sides here. Alright, so we are back for the next portion. We actually do have a good sunrise here. The clouds are the thing that get me on this planet, and I've talked about it before, just the little ring around that other planet there just looks phenomenal. But I did come up with another thing that I want to do, and it'll be the thing that we'll do. We'll kind of finish this out. It's just going to take me a while, so I'm going to have to do it in chunks, which is directly over here. I want to put a massive glass building. So we're going to use the glass cubes like we have over here, and we're going to build a huge one, and then it's all going to be... I'm trying to think how I'm going to do it. I might actually do it so it spirals up. So that'll be the hard part, is figuring out the logistics of that. So let's go ahead and cut. We'll have at least the ground floor made for this. Alright, so I think we got the main platform set now. Now you're going to go down, and then we'll go up. This may prove to be difficult though. But yeah, this is it's a pretty decent size. It's not insanely big, but I think it'll make a good glass tower here. And it is even, so we got 4 on that side, 4 on that side, and the 1 straight down the middle. Alright, let's get to it. Alright, so I don't always show myself building this stuff, but I did think this was kind of fascinating in how this works. Just the view is different also. I didn't even realize that we had a little, I don't know, can't remember what all the different locations are, but we have that there, and then we actually have a tunnel system over here as well. But yeah, building out the bottom portion of this. But when you go through this, it's hard to see where exactly you're building with these cubes. But how, as it like kind of etches out each section, I just think it looks pretty cool. Yeah, it's gonna be a little difficult trying to see each of these. And I don't even, because the other thing is going to be how far do I have to go down, because I'm going to try to, I guess let's go see. That would be the end, yes. Man, you can make a pretty cool maze out of this, by the way. That would be cool. Somebody in the community make a little maze system on a different planet. Alright, where am I? Is that it? Yes. So now I would have to go all the way down until we hit ground. And I've built some higher, and that's always by accident, but I'm not worried about it because we're going up anyways. Alright, let's see here. Is that it? No. Yeah, this is going to be fun trying to dig my way out of here. Alright. Oh, it's nighttime. That's going to be harder now, too. Let's see. Come on. Yeah, because once we are at the bottom, we can figure out how high we're going to make the staircases, because I'll do it as an open middle and then a spiraling staircase all the way up through the levels. I wish they had elevators in this game though. They have teleporters, but like Other thing I was thinking is I wish they would really let the community, like, I don't know, create content for this. Because I definitely say that's where the game kind of lacks. They've been doing it, which is awesome. I'm surprised they are. But it'd be cool if we could kind of speed up that process. Where am I? Why aren't you going there? There we go. And I wanted to do a video on it. It's something I thought about earlier today, which was, would people be willing to pay money for, kind of like what you see with other games, right? They end up doing, I don't know why I'm forgetting it off the top of my head, but essentially using real money to pay for items in-game, right? Not loot boxes, but kind of like that, right? You're going to pay for different skins, things like that. Would people be willing to pay money if it meant more content going into the game on a regular basis? And I definitely would. Just because the more stuff that goes into the game, buildings, things like that, lights, all that would just be really, really fun to mess around with. Alright, I think I'm getting closer. It looks pretty decent now. Whoa. Nope, okay. This is what I mean by it becomes hard to tell, even more so at night, if you've actually built an area out or not. Because sometimes you think it's doing one thing, but it's actually extending an area you didn't want extended. Come on, right there. There we go. And do we have a big room? Oh, hold on, come on. Haha, look at that. That's pretty gnarly. Alright, so I do need to go lower, but let's go ahead and jump ahead. I'm going to have this all the way built down where I need it to go, and then we will hopefully have the first tier, the first floor done for this. Alright, so we got the bottom built out. Interesting thing here, we're seeing the cubes pop in. That's just a trip. It just starts doing that. So if I just wait here, I've clearly done too much. So we'll see how this actually goes. I don't know, I guess that's kind of cool when you're walking around and it's going to start playing with your head there a little bit, right? I did notice also here, so I got down to the bottom and it... What is going on there? There we go. It wouldn't destroy the terrain when I built a box. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna get all that cleared out, but now I'm like, I'm just gonna leave it. I think it looks cool, pretty cool. For the bottom here, it's just gonna be like a, I gotta save up the silver coin or whatever it is and get the tree, but I'll put some trees in here and some of the, what is it, terrariums, put those down here, maybe an aquarium. It'll be a cool little area to mess around in. So, got that. I did build the first... These are supposed to be lights, by the way, but they won't. They'll just show the... almost like a window until you get close, then it'll turn on, see? But one of the things I did notice, which I'm going to have to take one of these sections out for the staircase, with the cube room areas... There is no way to build out... I mean, you can, but you can't build out a small border or like a wall right here, right? The short wall. What you can do is flip this and put it like horizontal and do it, but if the angle's off, like, it just turns into a pain to do anyways. So, I guess it's going to be one of those things, like if you mess up and fall, you're just going to fall. So, lesson learned with that, but yeah, look at that. that as a trip. Let's look at it from the outside here. I mean, that base is already pretty massive. And I'm supposed to go a lot higher with it. I think I'm going to do one more big chunk on top, but this thing's going to take me so long to actually make. We're going to have to do a separate video with this. Getting there, though. Alright, let's jump ahead. We'll get at least another couple tiers up done. Alright, so we are done with the amount that I'm actually going to do. I did want to make this so much bigger, but I'm noticing just there's too many problems going on with it. You can kind of see here just with the transparency of the windows. That's one thing. But let's go inside and look at one of the bigger ones here. You can see, I don't know, that's just a trip. I think that's cool. So that's going to be like a cool, I don't know, illusion with it, right? But the bigger thing here is, like, the staircase was super hard to make in here. It just doesn't want to do that for some reason. So I even got stuck with this box here that won't disappear now. See? cannot build. So yep. So for whatever reason, now it won't do this piece. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with it right now. Yeah, both of these now. Now I'm stuck with both of those. But like I said, I think that's about as big as I'm going to be able to make it. It's just a weird illusion in here with that. Oh well. I think it's cool with what it does, but kind of a pain with trying to get it to do that. Let's see if this actually lets me build off it, by the way, because the other one wasn't letting me do it. No. Yep. Let's see here. Ladders. I can do ladders on the outside, but not the inside of this. Yeah, it's fascinating how this works in here, but that is a trip. So let's go ahead and check out what it looks like from the outside, though, at a distance here. Yeah, it didn't get nearly as big as I wanted it to, but oh well. I still have it. I'm going to tweak that even more than that, obviously, but it's crazy to see how much everything has to load in now with all of this. It just takes a minute now for everything to actually pop in. And now it'll do it like as they get closer, you'll start to see everything finally pop in. Like that. It's all half missing for a while. There we go. That is it for this video. I have more to do. I didn't get as much done as I wanted to, but I think we always have to finish these videos with me looking at this from a distance, though, up on the kind of floating island there. So we'll cut ahead and I'll be there. Alright, so decent view here. I actually haven't looked at this in a while where you could see the planet really good. That glow of the red in the sky there is pretty awesome. I also don't hop into third-person view much here, so this looks pretty cool. One of the things I want to point out, though, I've built so much. Like, if you look over here, see how it's kind of trying to load in? Like, this stuff isn't all the way loaded in now. A lot of this isn't. But we have our two towers, so I got that one right there, I did that one, and then I did my glass building. And that other portion here, so... is the sun finally rising too? Right as it starts to rain. So I got a lot more work to do here. It's interesting the further I've gotten along with it, just kind of everything that's happening with this. I'm still, like I said, planning on building out a lot more. It'll be interesting to see when I get this bigger and bigger and bigger, just how much stuff changes in terms of, all right, this will load in and this won't, this pops in, this messes up, whatever it may be, right? So that is it, everybody. If you like the video, hit the like button for me. If you want to continue to follow along with all of my content, hit the subscribe button for me. Thanks so much for watching.